Now, so if you think about events, the reason why events are so powerful, whether it's in person, whether it's online, whether it's offline, whether it's a webinar, whether it's a half-day workshop, is because it gives you the time to educate your audience, deliver value, build a relationship with them, have them understand that you can help them by actually helping them while making this offer.
If you're looking to market any event, sell out, fill up, deliver, fulfill, upsell, any type of live event, then today in this video, I'm going to be showing you the behind the scenes to the behind the scenes to the event that we just did. Now, what do I mean by behind the scenes to the behind the scenes? Well, recently I did an AI event. We sold out all 700 tickets. We were max capacity, and I did a behind the scenes call with my circle, talking about how we fulfilled and marketed the event, all the way from ads, delivery, upgrading people to VIP experience, all of that. And today in this video, you're gonna be seeing the behind the scenes to that behind the scenes. You're gonna be able to see the Zoom call that I did, the tour of the room, and all that good stuff. Okay, so let's begin.
So you guys might notice that this setup is a little bit different because I wanted to do a very unique, very different what's working right now that has never been done before, okay? Now, why is this different and unique? Because, as some of you may know, 12 hours from now, we're gonna be doing a close to 700 person event here in this very room. And I wanted to be able to show you guys the entire marketing campaign, the chaos behind the scenes, and give you guys ideas and insights to how things might look like behind the scenes, to everything from the ads to the marketing to the event. And I know that for some of you, you guys have always either want to do events or already doing events, whether it's virtually or whether it's in person. And I thought, why not give you guys that little sneak peek to what's really going on, including the chaos, last minute stuff, and everything in between. So maybe I'll just show you guys the setup first, how we intend to turn this into a $1 million event together with the marketing campaign. Then I'll talk about the marketing campaign and all of it, okay? So what's happening and the chaos that's happening over here right now is, after looking at the room venue, we realized that it's going to be significantly better if everybody is facing that way rather than everybody facing this way, which is what the original plan was. So because of that, the team here is working round the clock to change all seats to move that way. Now, I'll talk about the reasoning for this as we progress, but ultimately, the reason for that is because I realized that this event is a bit different from all the other events that I've done. It's about AI. We're going to be utilizing like Midjourney and ChatGPT, and it's very visual, and I want people to see what's happening on the screen. So that screen over here is a little bit too small, even though it's scattered throughout. I would rather reutilize that huge LED screen in front, and then people who's seated at the back, the general admission, they can refer to the screens over there if needed, okay? So that way, I think even if somebody sat right at the back, and there's 700 people in front of them, they can still turn their heads to the right and see the screen. Okay, so that's kind of like the chaos that's happening over here. I'll talk about the marketing campaign in a second. So we sold the VIP tickets, and this is a very interesting thing for those of you who want to do events or want to be able to sell some sort of VIP experience. Now, the typical mistake that people make when it comes to doing events is they will sell VIP tickets so that people who buy VIP tickets can sit in front. Okay, now that is one of the most amateur mistakes somebody can make when doing events. Why? It is because if you allocated front row section to be a VIP section, the problem with that is people show up late, people might not show up at all, and it's very hard to estimate. A person could be VIP, but maybe they're networking with somebody, so they end up sitting in the back. So because of that, you might end up with a lot of empty seats in front if you have a VIP section. So instead of selling a VIP section, it is way better to sell VIP early access, where if somebody's VIP, they can come into the rooms earlier to get front row section. Okay, so you follow me out. Okay, let me just kind of show you guys the feel of it first, and then we'll talk about the marketing campaign. Okay, so this is the section that's happening outside, whereby the VIP section is going to be over here, and there's a dedicated section for VIPs to go in earlier first. So VIP will register in that section, and then there's general. Now, typically for events like this, you want to be able to kind of like separate them. I mean, it's a bit loud, so let's go back inside. But this is also where, typically at an event, the people that want to be able to upgrade to VIP might even be more than before the event starts. Okay, now this is from a marketing perspective. If there's one thing that I learned from events, is that you must always condition your audiences to buy whenever the opportunity for a specific offer arises, and condition them to behave that way. So what that means is, tomorrow, lunchtime, we will actually sell out all VIP upgrades, and we will actually disallow people who want to upgrade to VIP and pay more for the early access and the swag bag and all of the other perks, and deny that additional revenue. Because when you do that, what you're essentially doing is, and I learned this from my friend Palin Tool, who runs Lady Boss, selling women's supplements and products and merch. And she told me this thing, that whenever they launch a new product, whether it is merch, tank top, or whatever it is, after a day, they'll take it down and it's sold out. And because they constantly do that, they have a new launch and it sells out within a couple of hours, okay, and they will not take in any more sales. That creates this frenzy in future to get people to see, oh man, if I want this thing, I have to act now. Okay, now for events, it's the same thing. What you want to be able to do is to look past that short-term revenue of people wanting to upgrade to VIP, but then come from the angle of, hey, this thing's already sold out, okay? And even though people would want to upgrade last minute, don't be tempted to make that sale. Why? Because you want to be able to get people to see that whenever you make an offer, they should be decisive about it, because the opportunity to get that offer again might not repeat. Okay, so that's basically the psychology behind it. So in terms of the marketing campaign and the ads, and this is something that you guys are going to be getting, we're going to share the funnels, the emails, the promos, all of that once the event's over in probably next month's what's working right now. Ultimately, this is the marketing funnel, okay? In order to sell out the tickets, we drive traffic. So this could be email, ads, Instagram. I would say these are our three main channels, okay? Into a registration page that is a $997 offer with a super early. So let me just kind of write it down here. So you guys might have seen it. This is the Future of AI Summit.com. Okay. Now, when a person lands on this page, what we'll do is, depending on which channel they'll come in from, we will give them a coupon. Okay. So this coupon code, if it's like super last minute show up, okay, this would be the full price. But the coupon code allows a person at the early bird price to start coming in at $97. This is the absolute rock bottom price if a person's an early bird. Okay, so one thing that I realized about these type of mass events is to have different milestones in urgency and scarcity. You see, if you started promoting, and by the way, we only promoted this event about 12 days ago. Okay, so if a 12-day time frame, which looking back in retrospect, I think we should probably have made it 3 weeks. Okay, if we made it 3 weeks, we would still sell out, but I think it would be a lot less stressful on the team. Okay, I think there was a lot of things that we probably could have allocated more time on if we started with a three period. If you're new to this and you've never done events, I'll recommend a 2-month period. Okay, don't do what I'm doing. Okay, so in the last 12 days, if you started early, the good thing about one of the things that we realized about events is there needs to be like a milestone, a few different milestones where when it launches, this is the absolute lowest price. But then after a week, maybe the coupon code changes and then the price increases a little bit. And then maybe after a couple of days, the price increases a little bit. So that way there is, ultimately what you're doing is you're giving them a reason to sign up now. Because if not, the mindset's going to be, well, this event's 2 months away. Well, this event's going to be a month away. Well, this event's going to be 2 weeks time. Why do I need to do it now, right? Most people are incapable of making a decision, right? Unless there's a reason to do so. Okay, so having a coupon code gives you that reason, right? Because this coupon, you can take it away, you could change the coupon code, you could have it expired. Okay, so that's how we sell the general admission tickets. Okay, next one is the OTO1, right? So OTO1, this is where we have there's only one upsell over here. And the upsell is a VIP. So it's important that you phrase it the right way. So if you're selling some sort of VIP experience, it is important to not cause any confusion and do not say like VIP seating, okay? VIP seating implies that there's going to be a dedicated area just for VIPs. And like one of the things I mentioned earlier is a bad idea, right? Because you'll have gaps, it'll look terrible in front, your video footage, whether you're creating B-rolls or sizzle reels for it, for marketing campaigns in the future, is gonna suck because of all the empty space. You want it to be packed, okay? Like every seat is taken. So the way you're going to do that is inside your VIP experience, what do? It's important to name it as VIP Early Access, okay? So like what I mentioned, okay? With VIP Early Access, so even though there's 700 people here in the room, we have about 150-ish people, that's VIP. So now the doors will open approximately 15 minutes before. You don't want to have it be too early either. You want people to mingle outside, network, and feel the energy, before the doors open. But 15 minutes before, that is when the doors open and they can come in first. Now the next one is we had things like a swag bag. We had like a VIP members area portal together with the resources and all of that. So ultimately, this also is the whole purpose of this really is to be able to do two things. Number one, of course, this would be additional revenue, but this also tells me who the potential best clients are. Actually willing to pay $300 extra just for early access and a bunch of goodies, and tells me that obviously they're a lot more serious and you want to be able to engage them more often and give them more attention, because these are the clients that's also most serious about the entire business. So what will happen after that is, regardless of whether a person buys a VIP ticket or not, this is where at the end, just like all of the virtual events, my whole end goal is ultimately to get people to utilize sales process, the software, and get people recurring, right? So inside the members area, there will be a confirmation page. And this confirmation page is to be able to get sales process trial, okay? Because that's what I want to be able to do. I think about this event, I'm not just looking at the back end high ticket. I'm not just looking at, my goal here is to deliver immense value to everybody in the room so that everybody understands how AI can be utilized in sales process as the hook, and ultimately get 700 trials in one weekend. Okay, so to me, that's the big play, right? So before people come, my goal is to get them to open a trial account, and most people will not do that before the event starts, right? And I can tell you, if you have some sort of recurring, some sort of software or SaaS, this is a great way to seed in and to be able to see to be able to get them to see, oh, this thing exists, and to be able to give them the time for them to go check it out. But know that a majority of people will not actually create this thing before they come. But when you get them to do this, when they actually come and you integrate it with what it is that you're doing at the event is actually the best way to onboard anybody to utilize your software or your recurring or your subscription long term, because now they've been educated and they understand how to utilize this, so that the moment this thing pays for itself many times over, that is when a person becomes a client for life. So it always begins with result. Okay, so for those of you doing events, you might have heard me say this before. The way you're going to structure an event, if you want to link it to an offer of yours, is show them some sort of result first, which would be like, hey, if you want to be able to utilize ads to help you, AI to help you write your ads, okay, and to be able to get 10 different variations, right? Then this next 45 minutes is a section you want to be able to pay attention to, right? Result. Then number two would be strategy. Okay, so strategy would be, so in order to get this result, this is the 5-step process that you want to be able to do, right? So a 5-step process, a 3-step process, right? It's the steps, right? It's the how-to, okay, strategy. And then number 3, this is where you might notice I might link it to a feature, okay? So this is where, in order to apply and implement these 5 steps, I would link it to a feature inside sales process. So maybe I'm utilizing the social media calendar. Maybe I'm utilizing reputation management. Maybe I'm utilizing the funnel builder. Maybe I am utilizing, the text or SMS or CRM, right? So this is when people will care about your product or offer. And understand this is not just about software. Okay, I know some of you might be going, but Peng Joon, I don't run events, or Peng Joon, I sell supplements. Okay, it doesn't. The same principle applies. Okay, you could be selling supplements based on it could be a keto supplement, right? Now, what is that? That's the feature. You think about features as people don't wake up in the morning thinking themselves, oh, I need to take a keto supplement this morning. People don't wake up in the morning thinking, oh, I need to take and consume tiger milk mushroom today, right? The same way how somebody doesn't wake up in the morning thinking to themselves, I need to be able to have a reputation management feature today, software, right? People only care about the result first. How can I get more leads for free on Google? These are the 5 steps, right? Tie one of the steps to the feature, and that's when people will start caring about the feature. Now, so if you think about events, the reason why events are so powerful, whether it's in person, whether it's online, whether it's offline, whether it's a webinar, whether it's a half-day workshop, is because it gives you the time to educate your audience, deliver value, build a relationship with them, have them understand that you can help them by actually helping them while making this offer.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes to this coaching call. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below what your biggest takeaway is. And as always, be sure to smash the like button. It does help the channel out a little bit. And to subscribe to this channel if you want to be notified of future videos just like this one. Now, some of you asking me, how can I be part of this process? How can I ask you questions? How can I have you coach me or mentor me? We want to make sure that we are working with the people that's the right fit. You'll need to fill up a form. There's a link right below this video. Somebody on my team might give you a call to interview you to see if the right fit for each other. And if you want to apply and see if you're a good fit, then all you need to do is click on this link in the description box below and my team will be in touch with you.